and welcome to the latest daily updated Days of Our Lives news. Sloan's dirty truth is exposed, leaking a surprising escape. Sloan's journey began as a desperate attempt to offset the consequences of manipulating a DNA test result. While she claims to be driven by the noble desire to help Eric Brady reclaim fatherhood, there are deeper, more personal motivations at play. With both of Sloan's parents deceased and her only remaining relative, Colin Bedford, incarcerated, loneliness has cast a shadow over her life. The prospect of creating a family for herself becomes a compelling incentive, blurring the lines between selflessness and selfishness. Sloan's involvement in the bogus adoption, orchestrated by Melina Trask, becomes a precarious balancing act. As she grapples with the guilt of her actions, the prospect of giving Eric Brady his child back and potentially creating a happy family offers a silver lining. However, the looming threat of exposure forces Sloan to live in constant fear, highlighting the inherent risks of her participation in Trask's twisted plot. Sloan's emotional landscape is shaped by the profound losses she has endured, making her vulnerable to the allure of creating a family, even through deceptive means. With her brother Colin imprisoned, Sloan's yearning for familial connection and her sense of loneliness drive her deeper into the elaborate scheme, setting the stage for an emotional unraveling. Sloan's initial mission to correct the DNA test outcome has morphed into a complex web of lies that threatens to crumble. The delicate balance she maintains between the altruistic goal of helping Eric and the selfish desire for a surrogate family is inherently unstable. The walls are closing in, and the consequences of Sloan's actions appear inevitable, begging the question, will she relinquish the baby as planned, or will her maternal instincts take control, leading to a shocking escape? As Sloan becomes more involved in the baby's life, the inevitable dangers of attachment loom on the horizon. Despite the child not being her flesh and blood, the emotional bonds formed in the process of posing as the baby's mother create a potential power keg of emotional conflict. The prospect of Sloan falling in love with the infant as if he were her own child adds a layer of complexity to the narrative, foreshadowing the challenges she may face as the truth unravels. Inevitably, Sloan's lies and the complexity of her emotions will lead to a crossroads in the storyline. The possibility of her deciding that she cannot bear to lose the illegally adopted child introduces a new dimension to the narrative. The desire to fulfill her own motherhood dreams may overshadow her initial intentions of making Eric's daddy dreams come true. These pivotal moments could see Sloan contemplating a daring escape, mirroring past Days of Our Lives storylines where characters went on the run with their unlawfully obtained children. Should Sloan choose to flee with the baby, the stakes are raised to unprecedented levels. Days of Our Lives has a history of gripping storylines involving characters on the run, and Sloan's escapes could be the catalyst for a high-stakes pursuit. The collaboration between Eric and Nicole, brought together by the shared goal of retrieving the child, would add a layer of urgency and emotion to the narrative. As Sloan attempts to evade capture, the narrative may take an international turn. Nicole and Eric, united in their quest, might embark on a global pursuit to track down Sloan and the abducted child. The unfolding drama could explore unforeseen challenges, forcing the characters to confront not only external threats but also their own vulnerabilities and the complexities of the situation. In the tumultuous world of Days of Our Lives, Sloan Peterson Brady's clandestine mission adds a layer of suspense and emotional depth to the unfolding narrative. The exposure of Sloan's dirty truth and the subsequent escape promise to be a roller coaster of emotions, testing the character's resilience and unraveling the intricate threads of deceit. As viewers brace themselves for the inevitable revelations and confrontations, the gripping saga of Sloan's journey continues to captivate audiences, leaving them eagerly anticipating the next twist in this enthralling tale.